It's your girl Mystic M, back on the scene with another one.
Talibdpoet13, that's my Instagram. Talib, Talib, the letter D, poet, Poet, 13. I used to ask how come. Now I think about the outcome. Families need income. We living in a time where you could lose your brains in something. Only the dead is dumb, and it's a shame they're young, but flames just be claiming sons. You know what signs of the times when moms pick up guns and grandmoms open crack houses to earn funds. Streets so polluted, air burn your lungs. Fathers against sons. I think the sisters is the lonely ones, and you niggas live life like you the only ones. I got grief like a thief in the night, and I wouldn't have to take if I was eating right. Ain't no loyalty in the circle, so the circle ain't keeping tight. And it's bad when you gotta keep your right hand in sight. You start noticing things like, who can stand the light? That's why I stay out the light. That's why my boo wonder why I stay up at night. Cause if you die, you closer to heaven. If you kill, you closer to hell. In between that gap, you end up in jail. And if you make it past all that, it was only a dream. Cause somewhere in the ghetto, someone lonely is scream. And to a person with AIDS, death row ain't as cold as it seems. Either you sick or you going insane. You know the signs of the times when niggas tote 3 guns with no vest. Cops killed with no stress. State go to war with state. Lord fall in love with hate. And you rather eat a bullet than a food on your plate. You know the signs of the times when you grow up hating your moms. Children go from candy cake to making bombs. Outlaws carry shovels cause niggas is dying. And the devil do more laughing than crying. You know it's signs of the time when time is short. HIV is just as normal as pork. Everything we eat is awful. Rape is lawful. And a 9-year-old won't hesitate to off you. You know it's signs of the times. You know it's signs. Talib the poet.
Oh my God, that boy's get it.
Yeah, my purpose is, it's about more than survival. I know it's deep, but I mean, how can you have something that's more than survival? But when you think about it, when you think about our community and our children and the state that we in, we are in a very crucial, destructive, deteriorating state right now. So my movement is more about way more than survival. You know, my movement is about bringing back the vibrant productivity amongst our household, where we could wake up and come out and see that morning sun. You know, when your mom was cleaning the house with pine sol and the whole house smelled like pine sol. You remember that pine sol smell?
Yep, Saturday mornings.
And this day, you get laundry day, you get the clothes together. You know, I'm trying to bring back that energy that we supposed to have, but the only way we can have good energy is we gotta have a good environment, and a good environment is based on who's in that environment. And we are the people in our own environment, and the only one that can make our environment is us, is good. You know what I mean? The level you think on is the level you live on.
How do you feel about the black man being lead of the household?
I feel like the black man being the leader of the household is something that should be earned. You can't just be a man in a house with a woman who got kids and be like, yeah, well, I'm paying a little bit of rent, so like I'm running this shit. No, you gotta be able to, yeah, I mean, make sure that the roof ain't leaking. You gotta make sure that the windows is secure. I mean, like say the house need air conditioning. You can't just be the man in the house. You gotta provide for the house and make sure that every brick in that house is secure. You know what I mean? So no, I don't believe that. I believe that if the woman is making more of the household than the man, and she doing more, that man don't even need to be there.
Oh, wow.
Unless she got him there for some other purpose.
Right.
But you know, don't take on that position of being the man of the household unless you was, you know, placed in that position. Especially if she paid for shit.
Wow.
I don't believe in it. I believe it as a man. I should have my own. I should have my own house, which I do. My own car, which I do. And I should believe that you should have your own pistol. I ain't commenting on that. You know, that could be code word for a piece of fruit, but you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your household should be secure. You should be able to step out your house and see that you got grass, or either, you know, clean, your house is clean around the outside. Your community, you want to know that your next door neighbor is solid, that they can watch your house while you're not there. Why would you want to leave your house knowing that your next door neighbor gonna steal something, take something from you? It was a time when we had neighbors. Now we call each other strangers. But your neighbor's the one you used to go and get a cup of sugar from, or you know, hey, watch my house, or make sure that my house don't burn down. Now your neighbor let your house burn down.
Wow.
Cause I don't know that stranger next door. I don't know what you doing in there, what's going on. Start knowing what's going on around you, because that's how we secure our communities. Because if you got people just coming in our neighborhoods just doing what they want, and that's an unsecure community. Bad enough, we got white police officers coming in there, and when we call them for help, they talk down to the people that called them for help. You know, you're like, hey, I called you. You telling me to sit down and shut up. You know, so we gonna have to learn how to bring some solidification to our communities, man.
Right.
And the way we do that, we gotta feed each other. We gotta feed our younger people, because the younger people is looking up at us. They watching us. They looking at the adults, and they looking at the teenagers, and they watching how we move. And according to how we treat our young people, is how they gonna treat us when they get older.
Yeah.
We can't talk down on them. We can't look down to their mistakes and their errors, their faults, because we was young once. We had errors, mistakes, and faults. I ain't saying support they wrong, but comfort them and give them an understanding that somebody on their side, regardless of their errors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's for my young folks. Because right now, the ferocity and the strength and the energy is with the young people.
Absolutely.
The older people that's 60, 80, and 90 can say anything they want about the young people, but they're not going to get out there and roll up their sleeves, because it's not their time and it's not their energy. It's not their movement. When Martin Luther King and them was around, they was in their 30s. Malcolm X and them, they was in their 20s and their 30s. You got to realize, you got older elders in their 60s and stuff, and they feel like they just let everything even out.
Right.
God on our side, and my young people solid. And we getting to what's right. I mean, listen to the Baby, that song he got. It's bigger than Black and White. Lil Wayne, J. Cole. Like, a lot of music is starting to have a substance of conscience, of consequence. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm leaving you with, man. Talib the poet, man. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. Like I always tell you.
All right, so one more question. I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but what about your legacy? What is your legacy that you want to leave behind, your mark on the earth as a king and a god?
My legacy is to, one, I already fulfilled part of it. I'm thankful. I got twins. But my legacy is to let it be known that my name on this earth was a productive name. A name that produced and made a way for people to be comfortable, to be less stressful, to be less inconvenienced. My legacy is to make us comfortable to the extent that we can be productively comfortable. Not lazily comfortable, but productively comfortable. Knowing that when you take a water bottle out of the refrigerator, you put 2 more back in there. That's the start at the house.
Right.
If you take that water bottle out of the refrigerator, put 2 more back in there. Because y'all be forgetting to put that water bottle in there.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
So my legacy is just to do things, the productive things that makes the house comfortable. So what happens in the house stays in the house. That house is a house that should benefit off of the residents within.
Absolutely.
If you reside in a house, be beneficial to that house. Make sure that it's not tucked in the corner. Keep the bathroom clean. You know, if it's dishes in the sink, even if it ain't your time to do it, step up. Go over your brother's house, your sister's house, your cousin's house. Go do their dishes. You know, see if they need anything organized.
So you saying start with the little things?
Yeah, that's how we build. We be productive for each other, make each other comfortable, answer each other prayers. This is how we make our community a better community. We have to answer each other prayers. If you need something to drink, I'll give you something to drink. If I'm thirsty, don't talk down to me.
Right.
Offer me something. Or point me in the right direction where I can get something to drink.
Right.
You know what I mean? We builders. Builders would not exist if it wasn't for builders.
Absolutely.
And the level you think on is the level you live on. If you don't think you a king,
Ooh-wee.
you ain't gonna move like a king. Do not. If you wake up like, oh man, I'm gonna make a bowl of cereal. See, that's your energy.
Right.
I'm gonna make this bowl of cereal. I'm gonna make peanut butter and jelly bowl of cereal. I'm gonna make a biscuit with that. Might make throw an egg on the side. Be energized. Wake up in the morning and kick the shit out your pillow and say, if I woke, what you doing sleep? You know what I mean? There's no reason your pillow should be laying down if you woke. Kick the shit out your pillow. When you go in the bathroom, your mirror should be happy to see you. Like, where you been at? I'm here too. What's up with you? I'm happy to see you.
Right.
You know, motivate yourself. Find that energy inside of yourself. Don't let nobody bring you down.
Right.
The level you think on is the level you live on. Sometimes you gotta go on, throw on your favorite sweater or your favorite t-shirt or grab your favorite comb and walk around with it. You know what I mean? Motivate yourself. Be energized. And be around people that's gonna pull you up. And not like, oh man, I lost $5. I ain't got no weed money. They about to cut my electric off. That's when you say, damn, I'm gonna holler at you later. But God bless you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because you know, you can't go to somebody with your problems. We can't drop our problems off on each other when you're supposed to take them the way they're supposed to go at.
Right,
I did 20 years in state prison. My total sentence was 7.5 to 20 years. Out of the 20 years, I did my first 10 years in the hole, which was restricted housing unit, which is like the worst place you could ever be. You don't get no mail. You allow 10 pictures. You lock to yourself for 23 hours a day, or 24 if they decide to let you out once a week for yard.
Lord have mercy.
All your food is delivered to you to your cell door by the prison guard, and if he decide that he don't want your ass to eat that day, you're not gonna eat. So if you got put in the RHU or the hole for something that you got sent from general population for, and the guards feel as though you disrespected another prison guard, you might not eat for a week. I mean, constantly passing your door, taunting you, and you'll damn near starve to death. But when I was back there, out of my 10 years in the RHU, one thing I learned is that the guards is in control of your food, your shower, everything. You have no control over when you eat or what you're gonna eat. And to discipline me, you know, because I was a real arrogant, angry, aggressive dude when I came to the state system. I went in 1995. And the guards, to discipline me, they used to tell me to go all the way to the back of my cell. They say, you wanna eat? I say, yeah, I wanna eat. They say, go to the back of your cell. So I go to the back of my cell. They say, put your hands by your side. I put my hands by my side. So they proceed to open up this little slot on the cell door about the size of a mail slot or a mail vanilla envelope. Take a key, open it. They would take my food tray and they would cock it back and they would say, wham! And they would throw my tray in the room. Lunch, breakfast, and dinner. No matter how they did it, they didn't care. And I would literally have to learn how to eat my food off the floor like an animal. And I did. I got down on my motherfucking knees and I ate like a fucking savage. And sorry to put it in so stressfully aggressive words because that's the anger that was brought out of it. You know, I had to eat my food off the floor. After a while, they started seeing that, like I started cleaning my cell floor so nice that you could throw whatever you want in there and I could eat it off the floor.
Right.
Like I wouldn't have no problem with them throwing it. Go ahead, throw it on in there. Go ahead, throw it. Hey, here, batter, 1, 2. I act like I'm playing football.
Right.
They started getting, you know what I mean, so used to, they started handing me my food in my hand.
Right.
They started giving it to me in my hand. They started giving it to me because they seen that I was no longer affected by the barrier of being degraded of eating my food off the floor.
Right.
I guess I accomplished that obstacle, and they felt that they couldn't utilize it to harm me anymore.
Absolutely.
So you know, that's just a piece of my prison sentence that I suffered when I was in prison. So you know, Talib the poet. How you value yourself is going to determine how you carry yourself. How valuable are you? If I asked you to clean my yard for me, and I paid you $2.50, I guarantee you feel some type of way. So then you know that you're worth more than $2.50. So tap into your value. Express your worth. Let it be known. This is what I want and this is what I'm worth. If you want to sell a shirt for $200, then that's the value and the worth that you think is worth.
Right.
Stick to your worth.
All right
Don't
now.
exaggerate your worth and don't hurt your worth. But make your worth work for you, because we valuable. And the level you think on is the level you live on. So
Absolutely.
think high, think superior, think supreme, think productivity, and watch you produce.
Absolutely. That's good. That's good talk right there. Wisdom. Thank you, King.
Talib the Poet, Talib, the letter D, Poet, Poet, and it's all one word. Talibdpoet13. Check me out, y'all. Hit me up. Y'all got any questions, man? I'm open, I'm available. But catch me when I'm available, because I'll be moving around. I got a lot to do. But I'll answer.